Welcome everyone to my latest video review. This is on the Dino Thunder lightning figures. In this wave we only have two figures so far. Sorry, not wave. In this season we only have two figures released so far. We do have a third coming up, which is the Blue Ranger in the next wave. I was debating whether I should do this with the Dino Charge figures because there is only I think three Dino Charge figures that have been released so far, so I thought do them together as a Dino team, but then I decided to keep them separate. I'll do a Dino Thunder and then later a Dino Charge review. So let's get started here. So here's the box for the White and Red Ranger. As you guys can tell, like the White Ranger is actually an exclusive. Which exclusive, I'm not too sure if it's GameStop or which company, but it is exclusive. And how you can tell is exclusive figures have different colored boxes. This one has the White Ranger has a gray touch to it, but it does follow the same box design. Like we have the Ranger depiction on the right there, and we have like the titles of the Rangers and the Power Rangers logo. And on the back here, we do have a nice depiction of the figure. What irks me about the figure depictions are that you can tell that they're fully aware of what the Ranger is supposed to look like. Because if they weren't, the defects would be showing in the promotional picture too. Like, take Red Ranger for example. He clearly has a white detailing on his visor, but the actual figure, let me grab the helmet. The actual figure came with silver detailing around the helmet. So that really bothers me. So it's like you guys know what the Ranger is supposed to look like, yet you guys didn't care to give us an accurate looking figure. So that's my 2 cents on the subject there. Even you guys are probably aware of the controversy with the White Ranger. They released the White Ranger with missing black outlines around his helmet. The White Ranger looked really bad. It was really bad. There was actually a huge outcry with the fans, and they reached out to Hasbro, and Hasbro ended up shipping accurate helmets to the fans. I just wish they would do that to all the figures that they have messed up, like the Zeo Blue Ranger or the Dino Thunder Red Ranger. But yeah, it doesn't look like that's something they will do. But yeah, it was actually pretty bad what they did. So that's also the figure boxes, and we'll take a look at the figures. They did an amazing job on Trent's head. It looks exactly like Trent. They show that they have the capability to make the heads look very accurate to the actor or the actress, yet there are some Ranger faces that look nothing like the Rangers, but this one looks amazing. That's what the figure looks like. I'm actually gonna put the White Ranger helmet on him so you guys can see what he looks like. This is the first time I'm actually putting the show accurate helmet on him. So we both will be seeing it for this first time. Well, you guys would have probably seen it in other reviews, but this is my first time putting it on the figure, so it's pretty cool. So it looks amazing, as you guys can tell. The White Ranger was my favorite in Power Rangers Dino Thunder Abba Ranger, because he looks very menacing. He's someone you really don't want to mess with. He looks like someone that will haunt you in your dreams. He looks really awesome. I actually don't have the helmet, the defective helmet, because my sister did help me paint it. It's a really decent paint job because I'm really bad with the paintbrush. Sorry, I don't know if it will even clear up, but this is what it looks like. Yeah, so it's not too bad. So the accessories that Trent came with, he came with this effect piece. I really love it. It looks like arrows on fire. He came with his feather weapon. And he came with two hands. One hand, it looks like to hold the weapon better. And the other hand, it looks like a hand gesture that he would make when you pulse him. As for articulation, he had the standard articulation for a lightning figure. I'll show you guys. The arms, you can move it side to side. Oops, sorry, I'm going out of focus there. Side to side. Up and it's kind of hindered with this shield here. I don't know if it's all the figures, all the White Ranger figures, if it's just mine. But the shield is super loose. Like if you were to take off the head to switch it up, you're gonna actually remove the shield. Like, yeah, so it's super loose on my figure. So the arms are kind of hindered because when you're trying to move it up because of the big shield. You can move the arm in a 360 manner. Elbow articulation. The glove you can also rotate. So here's a picture of his morpher. Yeah, so they didn't paint it, they left it solid white. The helmet you can also move around as well. Not too much because of the shield here. And also for the chest, let me just check. It should have the chest articulation. Yeah, so up and down you can kind of move it. And also the foot, you can move it up, down, side to side. Rotate the boot, and also the knee articulation. And also it has it on the foot there. That's the same articulation as pretty much every Lightning figure. There's yeah, it's pretty much it's pretty cool because you can do all the different poses on the TV show, and I think they did a really good job on the White Ranger. There are some like paint that they missed that I can't really tell off the top of my head, but pretty sure if you are hardcore Abba Ranger or Dino Thunder fan, you could probably tell. But yeah, so this is the White Ranger there. Unfortunately, with the White Ranger, all the figures that exist, I don't think the current ones have the correct helmet. You would end up having to buy like one with a defective helmet and then later contacting Hasbro to get a shipment of a new helmet. So now we have the Red Ranger. I'll show you. This is what he looks like. The Connor head looks really bad. Let me just see if it will zoom in. Come on. My camera is so weird. It zooms in when it wants to. I'm not zooming. It focuses in when it wants to, and it doesn't focus in other times. Let me see if I can do that manually. There we go. Yeah, so the Connor head looks really bad. I mean, it kind of looks like Connor, but it looks like he used the aging app, and he's aged by many years. But yeah, I don't understand the need to make the Rangers look older than they are with the extra wrinkles and the bloated face. But Connor had a much slimming face than this. I don't know what's going on there, but still, like, it kind of looks like him. It's whatever, I guess. But this is what the entire figure looks like. I'm gonna put the Connor head on, or the Red Dino Thunder head on him. This is what he looks like. I cannot stand the silver outline. There's a reason why some of these suits had white instead of silver, because the white brings out the helmet so much more than the silver, because the silver blends in with the black. You can't really tell what's going on, so I don't understand what's going on here. It's hard to kind of make out the helmet. It doesn't even look that great. He has this pretty much the same articulation as White Ranger, and there's also this articulation. You can kind of move the chest around like so. And you can move the arms more freely in this figure because it doesn't have like a shield kind of hindering it. This figure came with his staff. I think it was called Tyranno staff. You can actually separate them. It's one whole stick here. He also came with this nice effect piece. It looks like, again, something's on fire. And I like that they're using new effect. Even though I don't care for the effect pieces, I like that they're coming up with new ones and not recycling the existing ones. Here's their gun in sword mode or blade mode. And here's their gun. He also came with 2 additional hands. I believe this is to hold a weapon better. I think this might be for the Tyranno staff because there is a bit of an opening on this arm. And then this one is, again, it looks like a hand gesture that you would use for a specific pose for the figure. I do apologize that it's not focusing. I'm not sure why. So that's the accessories that Dino Thunder Red came with. So I like to show like comparisons with the Legacy figures. So I do have the red and white figure, and let's see what they look like together. Of course, the Legacy figures will tower over them because they are considerably bigger. So let me just move these figures out of the way so I can put in Legacy. And I have the Red Ranger as well. And let me just get him on there. I'll bring them a little bit up close so you guys can see them. That's the problem with figures that have so much articulation. It's hard to get them like in a regular like standing position because they have an arm extending out too much or a leg extending too much. Let me just zoom out a little bit. So that's what they look like. So as you can tell, the Legacy figures do kind of tower over, not kind of, they actually do tower over the Lightning figures. But I prefer the Red Ranger figure definitely from Legacy because of the accuracy. And the darker red kind of suits the Red Ranger versus the lighter red. And I actually prefer the White Ranger from Legacy as well because it just stands out more because the paint is more glossy on the white Dino Thunder Ranger from Legacy versus the Lightning figures. I do kind of prefer the Lightning in this one here. So there you have it. So that's the Lightning figures versus the Legacy figures. I do like to show comparisons. So I never actually showed you guys the morpher of Dino Thunder Red Ranger. So let me see if I can zoom in so I can show you guys. Do apologize that it's shaking. I'm just trying to see if we can get like extreme close up. So sorry about that. It looks like my camera does not want to focus, but it's just a complete red. They didn't really care to paint it, but they have molded it in. So if you're good with painting, and go ahead and paint them. On the Legacy figures, they were just completely black. They didn't even paint anything. And white, it was completely white. So that's my review for the Dino Thunder Lightning figures. And if you were to get them, you can most likely get white for cheap because, like I said, White Ranger, if you were to still get him, you would get him without the black details. You'd have to make a case with Hasbro and get the right helmet. So because of the details missing, White Ranger would be considerably cheaper. Red Dino Thunder, I haven't actually seen him around. Like, I'm not too sure how much it would cost you, but I don't think it would cost you too much because I've seen him in stores. There's a lot of overstock of these figures, so you can probably find him in store without any issues. And yeah, so that's my review. And as always, thank you so much for tuning in. And if you guys have any questions or concerns, please do not hesitate to ask. And if you guys enjoyed my video, please like, subscribe, and leave comments. It really does help. Thank you, and have a great day.